Read. It's actually condemning us as a nation. It's actually oppressing us as a nation. Read on. For what? Those things that have nothing to do with the Most High. Nobody's turning back to the power. Nobody's turning back to our strength. They're still dealing with their own bang on business, man. That's what's wrong with us.
How many? Because they won't let us have no friends. But you have to understand, they celebrate, they kill us.
Shalom, man. Giving all praises to the Most High and the Son, Yahweh Shai. Thanking him for another opportunity to learn about our four ways and our byways, man. And, you know, hopefully some of us will repent. Hopefully some of us will turn back to the God of Israel while we got the opportunity. But some of us, we still love Babylon the Great, man. We can't shake it. Tighten up your boots. Get your pens and your pad out. We getting right to it. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 32, verse 17. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 32, verse 17. It's madness going on in Israel, man. 100% complete madness. And when they get destroyed, the first thing that they want to do is they want to blame the elders. They want to blame somebody else. But read this out.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 32 and verse 17. A sinful man will not be reproved.
A sinful man or a sinful woman, it don't matter how many classes you pull out. It don't matter how many precepts you pull out. It don't matter how many extra biblical sources that you show them. It don't matter how much archaeology that you show them. A sinful man or a sinful woman will not be reproved. Never. They will never be reproved. Read.
But findeth an excuse according to his will.
See, they don't think that they in sin because can't nobody see it. They don't think that they in sin because ain't nobody saying nothing about it. It say, but findeth an excuse according to his or her own will. His or her own will. Then the Lord say, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto your own understanding. A lot of us probably got that tattooed on our body somewhere. Do we do it? No. Read on.
A man of counsel will be considerate.
A smart man or a smart woman will be considerate. They will understand, I'm coming out this world. I got a long way to go for repentance. I'm trying to learn about my nationality. I'm trying to learn about myself. I'm still trying to find the God of Israel. I'm trying to get better with my life. A wise man or woman will be considerate. Read.
But a strange and proud man.
But a what?
But a strange and proud man.
But a strange and proud man. I'm going to tell y'all something. Israel is laden with pride. You need proof? Just log into your Facebook account. Okay? You need proof? Log into your Instagram account. You need more proof? Log into your Twitter account. You need more proof? Look to the left and look to the right. Prideful Israelites, man. It say, but a strange and a proud man, read.
But a strange and a proud man is not daunted with fear.
Don't fear God. They don't. Because when you was out in that world, you know, you was top dog on the street. You know, you had your about 4 or 5 nickel sacks in your pocket. You know what I mean? 4 or 5 kush blunts. Thought you was cool, huh? Sister walking around, you know, she got a one size fit all leggings on. She thinks she look cool. Without the fear of the Lord. It's not daunted with fear. Read.
Even when of himself he have done without counsel.
Without what?
Without counsel.
Without counsel. How many times we done said it in here? Over and over and over and over and over again. Come to leadership. Come. But do the people do that? Nope. See, Israel, man, they'll wait until their life is just all the way down in shambles. They'll wait until their life just hit all the way down on the ground. And then they'll come seeking for help like they can just, you know, like they can go to Vegas and just hit the slot machine. And then they can hit all 7s and everything is all good again. Why do we do this as a people? Because we stiff-necked, man. James 1 and 8. The book of James. In the so-called New Testament. The book of James. Chapter 1. Verse 8. Read this out.
The book of James, chapter 1 and verse 8. A double-minded man
or woman, read,
is unstable in all his ways.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. You got some faking and shaking Israelites out here. They only Israelites on the Sabbath day. They only Israelites when they come to Bible study. But when they go home, man, they do whatever that they want to do. I promise you. I'm telling you. They do whatever that they want to do. They never read their Bible. They don't. Because you can tell by the way that they walk, by the way that they talk, and by the way that they conduct themselves. Listen to how people talk. You can talk to a so-called Israelite for 5 hours and not one scripture come out their mouth. But they'll go to the street corners and say the white man is the devil, though. They'll do that. They'll say we're the top nation on the planet, but sisters still hating on sisters and brothers still hating on brothers. No niggas gonna get in the kingdom, bro. Leviticus 5:1. This is, I'm telling y'all, man. Listen to me when I tell y'all this. One body in your house shot. Listen to when I'm telling you this. You better get your act right. You better get your act right. Sooner than later. Because if you don't, it ain't going to be coming from us. It's the spirit. Read this out.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 5 and verse 1. And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing and is a witness, whether he have seen or known of it, if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity.
There's a lot of sin going on in here, man, and a lot of people know about it. Shame on you, man. Shame on you. Because that means you don't care about your brother and you don't care about your sister. You don't. You don't care about your nation. You don't care about your people. Read it again,
And if a soul sins,
there's a lot of people in here in sin, and it's a lot of sisters in sin, and a lot of sisters know about it because they gossip to them about it, and they don't even rebuke them, and they don't even tell them to go to leadership. It's a lot of brothers in here in sin, and then they'll go to somebody else that's in sin so they can be in cahoots with them, and they don't even tell leadership about it, and they just let them be in sin. Read on.
And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing,
and they hear about it, read.
And is a witness,
and they know about it, read.
Whether he have seen or known of it, and if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity.
I want y'all to understand, in the ancient world, in the future world of Israel, if there's some sin going on, and the people that know about it, all of them going to court. And if you are found guilty of knowing that somebody is in sin, and you've been knowing about it, and if you are found guilty of you knowing about somebody else's sin, whatever judgment that they get, you gonna get. 100%. These ain't my words, man. These are the Most High God words. These are his laws. But are Israel commandment keepers like they say that they do? 613 commandments, right? Commandment keepers, right? Are they doing that? Nope. So somebody going around here being an adulterer, and you know about it. You know. And you don't say nothing to it. In the future world of Israel, and it's found out that you know, what's the judgment for somebody being an adulterer? So what you gonna get? I'm just trying to get y'all mind right. I'm trying to get y'all mind right. We spoiled over here in Babylon the Great because we can do anything that we want to do. Not in the future world of Israel. It's not going down like that. I'm just trying to get y'all mind to prepare now, because if y'all mind don't be right now, you will not make it 1 hour in the kingdom. You think the bishop hard, you think the deacon hard, you think I'm hard. What you think your Hawashai is, man? What y'all thinking? Jump down to verse 4.
Verse 4. Or if a soul swear, pronouncing with his lips to do evil or to do good, whatsoever it be that a man shall pronounce with an oath, and it be hid from him when he knoweth of it, then he shall be guilty in one of these.
He said you're going to be guilty, man. A lot of bros right here sneaking and geeking, bro. I'm trying to tell you. They sneaking and geeking. Boy. Especially them sisters, but they be sneaking and geeking. Acting like nobody don't know about it. Hey, it ain't our hands, man. It's in the power hands. But then when it all fall down, they'll come crawling to leadership and asking them to be, magic in the genie in a bottle and to fix the whole thing. Read verse 5.
Verse 5. And it shall be, when he shall be guilty in one of these things,
And when you be found guilty, read.
that he shall confess that he have sinned in that thing.
And then, man, when they get caught up in their lies, when they get caught up in the thing, they get caught up in their sin. Hey, did you do it? Nah, it wasn't me. Man, nah, man, I ain't do that, man. Man, nah, man, I ain't tell that brother that, man. Man, nah, man, I ain't sleep with that sister, man. Man, he lying on me. Man, she lying on me, man. It wasn't me. Sister, did you do it? I wasn't even there. No, it wasn't even me. But sister, we got the, you know what I'm saying? We got the photo, sister. This is you, right? No, that wasn't me. The law says you're supposed to confess your sins. But do we do that? Leviticus 19:1. Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 1. A lot of people don't even think that they in sin, man. They don't even think it. They just, hey, I guess it's a free-for-all, That's why I say a lot of us, we still in Christianity. Just because you come to the Sabbath day and you got fringes on and you know what tribe you from and you know a couple precepts, bro, that don't mean nothing. Ain't that what the Christianity church do? Don't they? They know John 3:16, Jeremiah 29 and 11, and then they go to church every Sunday, right? And, that's the same thing Christianity church do. So if we supposed to be different, what makes us different from them? But hey, it's just. Read this out.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel.
Did he say speak to some of them or a little bit of them or just the women, just the children, just the men? Who did he say speak to?
Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel.
He said speak to everybody, man. That's why in here we don't do no little children's class, man. We don't do no women's class. We don't do no men's class. The Lord never said do none of that garbage. He said speak to everybody. Read.
And say unto them, Ye shall be holy.
Ye shall be what?
Ye shall be holy.
We're supposed to be separate. The way that we walk, the way that we talk, the way that we dress, the way that we conduct ourselves, the way that we conduct in these laws, the way that we conduct with our brothers and with our sisters, we're supposed to be separate from any other nation on the planet. But it's murmurers, complainers, backbiters, backstabbers, wondering why their household is looking like it's leaning off a bridge somewhere, about to fall. We're supposed to be holy. Read.
For I, the Lord your God, am holy.
He said the Lord our God is holy. So if we got the God of Israel on our side and he holy, we supposed to be holy. Jump down to verse 11.
Verse 11. Ye shall not steal.
You shall not what?
Ye shall not steal.
Read.
Neither deal falsely.
Neither do what?
Neither deal falsely.
A lot of Israelites still dealing falsely out here in this truth, man. They deal falsely, bro. And it's sad, man. It's sad, especially if you really woke, especially if you're really keeping these commandments, especially if you're really reading your Bible because you know what's going to happen to them. See, it might not happen today, it might not happen tomorrow. It's like I tell people all the time. We get spoiled over here in Babylon the Great because we do not have our Levitical priesthood set up and we do not have our court system set up. So you can't go on trial here in America. You can't. But you're on trial with your house shot right now. You're being tried as fine gold is tried, and you're being refined as silver is refined right now. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere. Read on.
Neither lie one to another.
Hold up, read that again.
Neither lie one to another.
I'm going to tell you something, man. I haven't even been in this truth for 2 years yet. I done seen more niggas lie than be righteous in this truth, man. And you would think, okay, I'm awakened. I got the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You would think when you would come in here, you would think it'd be different from the world, right? You think it'd be different. Man, it's the same thing, bro. Same thing. Same generation that was complaining to Moses 3 days after they went into the land of Egypt. 3 days after they got delivered, they wanted to go back in Babylon, man. They wanted to go back in the land of their oppressors. They say neither lie to one another. I done had so many brews look at me right in front of my face and just lie to me. And I knew they was lying. Had so many sisters lie to me in front of my face, and I knew they was lying. But they just do it, man. Read verse 14.
Verse 14. Thou shalt not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the
I'm
blind.
gonna tell you something, man. It say nor put a stumbling block before the blind. This ain't talking about nobody that can't see. It's talking about somebody that really don't know anything yet. And a lot of people be putting stumbling blocks before them, man. Especially a lot of you married brothers out there. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself the way that y'all treating y'all wives, man. Putting stumbling block before their eyes, man. Using that Bible as a weapon against them sisters, man. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself for doing that garbage. Ought to be ashamed of yourself. Putting stumbling blocks before these sisters' mind, knowing these sisters can't go in their Bible and pull precept upon precept. But when they do it to the leadership, though, when they do it to somebody that know the scriptures, all Israel ain't Israel. Read on.
But shall fear thy God. I am the Lord.
He said you should fear your Lord, man. You should fear your God. Hope y'all understand these ain't none of my words. I'm just a messenger. I'm just an angel. I'm just the one that was ordained to give the message to the peoples. Read verse 16.
Verse 16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people.
This is real bad for you sisters, man. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among the people. I tell people all the time, you better watch who you telling your business to.
That's right.
You better watch who you telling your drama to. You better watch who you telling your life problems to. You better watch who you telling your mischief to. Because your BFF is the devil. Your best friend, Bruce, is the devil. You better watch who you telling your stuff to, man. Because they're going to go up and down as a talebearer doing what they do. Destroying souls. You better watch who you telling your stuff. I'm trying to tell you, man. If you want to be secure, if you're going through something, all you got to do is go through leadership. The leadership are held to a higher standard than anybody because we have the responsibility to judge the people. It's us. If we going around telling everybody your business, it's off with our head. We can't do that. The Lord say judge righteously. But you want to tell your business to your homegirl because she going to give you them smooth words. You want to tell your business to your homeboy because you know he ain't going to rebuke it because you know the person who you tell 9 times out of 10 probably doing the same thing you doing. So it's easier to tell that person, or it's easier to tell your homeboy because he doing the same thing you do. Read.
Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor.
Neither shall you stand against the blood of the iniquity of your own peoples. Read.
I am the Lord.
Read on.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
It's a lot of hate, man. I'm trying to tell you. Woo-wee. This is big in Israel. A lot of envy, man. They want to be the captain of the thousands real bad. They ever did anything for the school? Nope. They ever organized anything for the school? Nope. They ever dropped their own cash? Nope. They ever organized anything? Nope. They ever did anything for the equipment? Nope. They ever did everything for the body? Nope. But they feel like they need to be the bishop, man. I tell Bruce all the time, bro. That's not the seat that you want to see in. Especially for you married brothers. If you married and you got a high office, say goodbye to your wife, man. Say goodbye. Because your service and your duty is to the Lord. But you should not hate your brother or your sister in your heart. Read.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
You read in Leviticus 5:1, if you know the sin and you don't say nothing to them, the same judgment that they get, you gonna get. Ain't nobody, and this ain't really just in here, it's in all Israel. Ain't nobody rebuking nothing, man. They'll just let them go, and there's, hey, it ain't me. It ain't me. These laws don't just pertain to you; they pertain to your whole nation, man. Everybody in the congregation. It pertains to your whole nation. You say, man, if you ain't rebuking, man, you ain't trying to get your people right, shame on you. You just let them do whatever they want to do. And if you somebody that can't take rebuke, and if you somebody that can't take correction, man, drop dead, man. We trying to get the peoples right. But the ones, it's the reason why we still over here getting shot down by the so-called white man, working 60-hour shifts, only got 2 days to get your mind right. Really only got 1 day, really got no days. You work 7 days a week over here in Babylon the Great. You ain't rebuking your neighbor, man. You don't love your peoples. Read on.
And not suffer sin upon him.
You ain't supposed to suffer sin upon nobody. Read on.
Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge.
Don't do what?
Nor bear any grudge.
A lot of grudges in Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? He think he's sunk. He told me, man. I tell y'all all the time. If somebody rebuke me, I look at that as the Lord trying to save my life. Somebody give me correction, I look at that as the Most High trying to save my life. You should not bear any grudge. Read.
Nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord.
The Lord say, man, we're supposed to love each other. You know who don't love nobody? Niggas, man. Niggas got trust issues. I mean, what all do you get in the world? Leviticus 20:6. Leviticus 20, verse 6. Read this out.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 6. And the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits, and after wizards, to go a whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul, and will cut him off from among this people.
And then if you know somebody that got a familiar spirit, you know somebody that's out there in drama, always in mischief, always in gossip, and if you following along and you always running with them, the Lord said He's going to cut you off from among the people. These ain't my words, bro. I ain't write none of this. Leviticus 20 and 26. Leviticus. And I hope y'all know these are all laws of God. Right? But hey, you know what I'm saying? We 613 commandment keepers. Shalom, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Shak, Rakatah. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Israelite, fringes on, head scarf on, got my beard on, Shalom, root, right? 613 commandments, right? Okay, my bad. I think I'm talking to the wind right now. Read this out.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me.
Saying the same thing in Leviticus 19 and 1. Why the Lord keeps stressing us to be holy? That's what we're supposed to be. Read.
For I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people.
He said He cut us off from other people. Why we still doing what the other nations do? Why we still doing everything that we see on what? New Jack City, Oprah Winfrey Network. You know, probably still watching them Tyler Perry movies. You know what you get on every single Tyler Perry movie? Drama. You know what you get on every reality show? Drama. You know what you get on Facebook every day? Drama. You think Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter any different? Drama. But we say we holy, right? Still at home on the sticks playing Madden. Read on.
For I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people.
Proverbs 13:13. Proverbs 13:13. All I'm here to do, man, is just give you the warning, bro. When the Most High starts slam dunking people, man, don't come looking at us. Don't come say that we didn't get a medicine. Don't come say that we didn't get a word. We got classes 5 days a week here. Monday. Did anybody watch the Monday classes? No. You can stun and act like you do, but you don't. All you gotta do is just look at the viewers. Oh, so 40 people watched the class today, and we have over 40 people in Onebody. So that means, but if I ask who watched the Monday class, probably everybody raised their hand. Because they just a bunch of liars, man. We got class on Tuesday. You look at the Tuesday class, okay, we got 50 viewers on Tuesday. Okay, we have more than 50 people in Onebody. Did they watch the class? Nope. Yeah, they come to the Wednesday class, you know. Got class on Friday and a Sabbath day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. You got classes 5 days a week. You don't know this Bible, it's your own sin. It's your own fault. Read this out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and verse 13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed.
Shall be what?
Shall be destroyed.
I'm telling you, man. The Bible say the same thing over and over. Whoso despises the word, and you despise the word if you don't read your Bible, bro. That's just real. You despise it. I'm trying to tell you, bro, that cell phone destroying the Israelites, man. Bad. Real bad. Terrible. Destroy them. Shall be destroyed. Destroyed don't mean put to death. I hope y'all know that, right? Destroyed mean, oh, you trusting in that job that you got? Oh, you make $27 an hour, bro. Most high, let me get that, kinfolk. Oh, you got your Mercedes-Benz, right? You got the trues and Vols on it. Spinning reels, we riding spinners. Hey, sister, let me get that up off for you real quick. Oh, brother, you don't want to love your life and you still want to hold her around because you don't want her to be with nobody else and you just want to drag her along real quick. Oh yeah, let me turn your household from being an upright stature foundation and let me turn it all the way upside down, man. Whosoever despises the word shall be destroyed. But hey, if these Israelites, if we were speaking like T.D. Jakes and Joel Osteen and them, they'll probably listen. That's what they want, smooth words. Read on.
But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
All you got to do is keep God's commandments and his laws and you're going to be rewarded. That's all you got to do. Why do you think the Most High God called us sottish? In Jeremiah 4:22. Sottish means stupid. Why would the Lord call his people stupid? If you keep his commandments, you will be above every nation on the planet and you will be rising above everybody. If you don't keep his commandments, you will be a proverb and a byword and you will be in slavery. That's like the easiest weight of scale of anything. Okay, so if I keep the commandments, I'm going to be rewarded and ain't going to be, But if I don't keep the commandments, I'm going to be a proverb, byword, 60 hours a week, getting shot down in the street, racial discriminated against, don't job discriminated against, don't be cursed, hating against my brother, hating against my sister, no unity. I'm going to choose that. It blows my mind. Blows my mind. Proverbs 15:32. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 32. Read this out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 32. He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul.
You got people, man, they'll come to leadership. They'll get advice from the bishop, from the deacon, captain of 1,000s, captain of 100s, officers of 100, officers of 50. They'll get precept upon precept. They'll write it down. And they'll refuse the instruction, man. They'll refuse it. He that refuseth instruction, you hate yourself. Read on.
But he that heareth reproof getteth understanding.
If you just hear the reproof, if you just hear your Bible, and you just read your Bible, you will get reproof, man. You will get reproof. But when the Lord said he will destroy his people, man, you never really get the understanding until you in these seats and you have the job to bring the people back to the God of Israel. You really see how destroyed our people is. And you will really see how satisfied our people would be with being destroyed. They love it. Proverbs 12:22. Proverbs 12, verse 22. Read this out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 12 and verse 22. Lying lips are abominations of the Lord.
They will look at you right in your face with all the evidence against them, with all the facts against them, and they will still lie right in your face, man. They'll do it. I'm speaking off experience, man. In the truth. I ain't talking about when I was in the world. I'm talking about in the truth. Sisters and brothers. They will look at you right in your face. They will smile, and they will look at you dead in your eye, and the evidence is against them, and all the facts are against them, and they will take their lie to the grave. That's what they will do. But my bad, we greatest people on the planet. Okay, damn, I keep forgetting that. I don't know. I keep forgetting that. Read on.
Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight.
Don't you want to be the Lord delight? They that deal truly is his delight. Why don't we want to be the Lord delight? Leviticus 20 and 10. Leviticus 20 and 10. You know, a lot of people don't think that they breaking laws. A lot of people say, you know, what law am I breaking? What law did I commit? Okay, all right. Yeah. Don't even read the Torah, bro. Don't even read it. Don't even have no understanding of it. Read this out.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
Shall what?
Shall surely be put to death.
Shall what?
Shall surely be put to death.
I'm going to tell y'all something, man. You brothers out there, you still want to be D-Ray from the block? You still want to be out there whoremongering, man? You're going to get judged for that. You sisters out there, you still want to play the hoe? You still want to be out there doing your thing? You're going to get judged for that, man. Most High take adultery very, very seriously. And you brothers out there talking about you want another wife? I'm going to tell you something, man. Shame on you for that. We supposed to be out here getting ourselves right. We ain't even mastered about, you ain't even mastered the man on how to be Lord over the woman yet. And I'm going to tell you something too. You want you out there, you want to get you another woman, I'm going to tell you something. That woman that you want to get, that woman is married. Oh, you think she not? Bruce, what makes marriage in the eyes of the God of Israel? Sex. 6. So you lusting after that other female, or you think she ain't got 10 husbands? So you trying to make her your wife, you don't even understand that you commit adultery. Come on, man. John chapter 4, verse 15. Let's prove what I'm saying. Let's prove what I'm saying out of Christ's own mouth. John chapter 4, verse 15. This is garbage, man. This is 100% garbage. 100% garbage. Sneaking and geeking, fornicating and everything. A lot of brothers got that lustful spirit because they still watching porn. They still on Instagram looking at the transgender with the Brazilian butt lift. Got her ribs taken out. Looking at the tranny. Thinking that she look good. You're going to go talk to the tranny. Then you're going to wake up with his stomach hurting. Y'all better quit playing games out here in these streets, bro. Most High God get down like that. Read this out.
The book of St. John, chapter 4 and verse 15. The woman said to him, Sir, give me this water, that I thirst not, neither come hither to draw.
He said, man, come here and get this knowledge that I thirst not. That's what the woman at the well was telling Yahushua. Read on.
And Yahushua said unto her, Go, call thy husband.
He told her, man, go get your husband. Read.
And come hither.
He said, I ain't really trying to talk to you. I know you got a husband, so let me talk to your husband. Everything in decency and in order. Read on.
The woman answered and said, I have no husband.
She said, what?
I have no husband.
She said, man, I ain't married. I ain't got no husband. Oh, believe me. Tell y'all brews all the time, you think your game tight, bro. The female got more game than you, and she playing it on you. And you so sucker, you can't even see it. It's for all you Israelites out there, man. You think these women out here sweet? Same game you running on her, she running on you dope. What she tell her? She said, I ain't got no husband. Read on.
And Yahushua said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband.
Read.
For thou hast had 5 husbands.
Hold on. He said what?
For thou hast had 5 husbands.
He said, stop playing games, sister. You got 5 husbands. You out here doing what you do, right? I'm telling you, man. Israel, these brothers ain't repented and these sisters ain't repented yet. They ain't. Most High would give a brother a daughter of Sarah, and he would choose the $2 hoe. Facts. Sister would be married to a prophet of the Most High God of Israel, to a judge, probably to a king, man. She won't D-Ray from the block, bro, with the 28-inch rims, with the 28-inch Forgiato $10,000 rims on a $500 Crown Vic. That's what she want. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. Read on.
For thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast it not thy husband, and thou saidest thou truly.
That's good on that. That's it on that. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 14. Exodus 20, verse 14. Brews don't think they out here in sin, bro. They don't think that they out here in sin. They really don't. Because they don't know it, because they don't read their Bible. You know, they on the All-Star Tournament, PlayStation 4 Live 2K, right? Yep. They done got their 2K player all the way up to 99, man, because they play it 99 times, man. 100% of their day they on that game. Read this out.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 14. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
What the Lord say?
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
I'm telling y'all, man. The Lord is very adamant about this. He's very adamant about it. A lot of you brothers, we know y'all struggling with that. Do y'all come for prayer? Do y'all come for guidance? Do y'all come for counseling? No. A lot of sisters, we know y'all used to play the whore out there in that world, man. You can act like you wasn't, man. Come on, we all been in that world. It take 2 to tango. And some of y'all still got them spirits on y'all. Do y'all come for counseling? Do y'all come for leadership? Do y'all come for prayer? No. But when you get caught up, I'm telling you, man, you brothers out there, y'all gotta kill that lustful spirit, man. Just because Big Booty Judy walk around with the hips, man, don't mean you gotta have it, bruh. Right. Chill, man. Chill out. Just because the brother got the Mercedes Benz don't mean you gotta have them, sister. Chill out. Brother probably handing out knuckle sandwiches left and right, man. Sister probably burning niggas all the way down to Park Road, man. All the way down in Glendale. Y'all better get y'all act right, bro. I'm just here to get a word. And the word hurt. Hebrews 4 and 12. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. Read this out.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 4 and verse 12. For the word of God is quick.
The word of God is alive. Read.
And powerful.
Very strong. Read.
And sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
It's this word. It ain't us. It's the word. A lot of time people got a problem with us and they really got a problem with their God, bro. They got a problem with us and they got a problem with their God. I just try to talk to the people in the way that they gonna understand it. I try to talk to the people in the way because I come out of the same world that we all come out of. And if y'all know me, I don't sugarcoat nothing. I learned from the bishop. Can't you tell? Matthew chapter 5, verse 31. Matthew chapter 5, verse 31. Read this out.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 31. It have been said, whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorce.
So you read that in Deuteronomy chapter 24 and 1. I'm telling y'all, man, you got so many brews in this truth, they itching and scratching and looking for a way to put away their wife, man. Any little thing, any little thing, they gonna hold on to it to put away their wife, to put away a daughter of Sarah, to go down there to East Dallas, man, find them or nothing, man. Find him somebody the whole hood done had. Because she got some hips on her. Because she got the one fit all skin tights that she got from Walmart. Because she got 1,000 likes on Instagram, man. She got 179K followers on Twitter and Instagram. They'll put away the daughter of Sarah to go get it. And it's sad, man. It's sad. But I'm going to tell you something. You keep holding that female around, you keep stringing her around, and you go out and you want to go get you something else, you're going to get what you're going to get what you're asking for, man. Brews don't understand. 9 times out of 10, if you're not dealing with a righteous woman and you want to go get you another wife, brother, you are committing adultery. Because that woman is married. She might not walk around with her husband. She might not talk about her husband. Who you think she texting at night when she ain't texting you, boy? What's wrong with y'all? Who you think he texting that night when he ain't texting you, sister? Come on, man. Y'all think the game changed because you got your fringes on? Because you got your hair wrap on? Think the game gonna change? Time for y'all to wake up. We're supposed to be holy and separate. See, if you're separate and holy, you won't have to deal with none of this garbage. Read on.
But I say unto you, that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causeth her to commit adultery.
He do what?
Causeth her to commit adultery.
Both of y'all doing it. Say, man, she don't cook that spaghetti right, man. I don't want to be with her no more. See, I like my grits with butter and sugar, man. She put salt and pepper in it, man. I want a divorce. Just garbage. How about you get in there and be a man and teach her how to do it then? That's too hard, though. You know what I'm saying? That's that. Rule my household with a rod of iron? No. Come on, man. Read on.
And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committeth adultery. And
whosoever marrieth her that committed that, you commit adultery too. I try to tell y'all. See, it's word too hard for a lot of people. Think I care? No. Deal with the God of Israel. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 23. Proverbs chapter 6 verse 23. Read this out.
The book of Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp.
The commandment of God is a lamp. It'll give you wisdom. It'll illuminate you. We are living in a world of darkness. We are in a wilderness. We are in a dry place. The commandment is a lamp. That's how you're going to be able to navigate through Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great is a dark place. You need the laws of God in order to navigate through this place. Read.
And the law is light.
They say the law is light. We are in darkness here. Read on.
And reproof.
And what?
And reproof.
Read.
Of instruction.
Of what?
Of instruction.
Read.
Or the way of life.
That's the way of life, bro. But she say she gonna come through later with them Kush blunts. Yeah, I know she got, she talking to 16 dudes, but she say she gonna come with that Hennessy. Feel me? Let me go ahead and get there real quick. Oh, he say he gonna pay for my dinner today. Let me go ahead and just, I know he wicked and I know he ain't keeping the command. I know God gonna judge me, but let me just read on. Verse 24.
Verse 24. To keep thee from the evil woman.
To do what?
To keep thee from the evil woman.
Read on.
From the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman.
I'm telling y'all, Bruce, man, y'all thinking these females ain't running game on you, bro. She's running game on you. To keep thee from the tongue of a strange woman. Think they ain't got game out here, man? How you think she got what she got with no job? Read on.
Lust not after her beauty in thine heart.
Don't be lusting, man. Don't be lusting. Read.
Neither let her take thee Shalakia. Neither let her take thee with her eyelids.
You know they got them fake eyelids now, man. They be twinkling like Tweety Bird, don't they? Don't be lusting after that. Read on.
For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of
They
bread.
say, man, by the wings of a horse woman, a man is brought down to nothing, man. Breadcrumbs. Because he falling for game. And it's talking to you sisters too. Some of you sisters still doing it. Still to this day. Read on.
And the adulteress will hunt for a precious life.
Hold on, he said what?
And the adulteress will hunt for their precious life.
They said that adulteress, she out there hunting, man. Hunting. Like a roaring lion. They gonna hunt. That's what they do. Read on.
Can a man take fire in his bosom, and his clothes not be burned?
Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Read on.
Can one go upon hot coals, and his feet not be burned?
Read.
So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whosoever touches her shall not be innocent.
Jump down to verse 32.
Verse 32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh
He
understanding.
said he's stupid, bro. He just retarded. Read on.
He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul.
He said he killed himself. Men and women, both of y'all. Men and women. Women's in here doing it too. But they get it passed because they got that high-pitched voice. Exodus 21:10. Exodus 21:10. Exodus 21:10. Read this out.
The book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
We not saying it's a sin for brothers to have another wife. Never heard that come out of nobody's mouth and one body in Yahweh shot. But it say her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage, which is the dowry price, shall he not diminish. How you gonna get another wife and you on public transportation? How you gonna get another wife and you in 700 square foot, one bedroom? Okay. It say her food. How you gonna get another wife and you barely got ends meet for you people in your house? It don't say when you get another wife she gonna take care of you. No, you take care of her. Show me one prophet, show me one apostle, show me one in the scriptures that was in captivity and had multiple wives. Show me one. Show me one. I guess that was over there in Babylon and Nebuchadnezzar and then they had 17 wives. What about over there in Greece in the Greek captivity when they was over there under the Greeks? I guess they had 17 wives. What about the northern kingdom over there in Assyria? I guess they had 17 wives then. It say her food and her raiment and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. You can't even do it with one. Pretty sure 85% of us in here living paycheck to paycheck. 85% of us in here, men and women. And when you put your money together, you're still living paycheck to paycheck. But probably can save, $200 a household a month. This is madness, man. But what it is we got lustful spirits on us. First Ezra chapter 4 and verse 26. First Ezra in the Apocrypha chapter 4 and verse 26. The rules say we're not in sin though. I ain't committing no sin. I ain't doing nothing. Yeah, but I'm out here fornicating though. Fornication is adultery, man. It's the same thing. That's why when Christ said, except for the fact of fornication and adultery, so it has the same measure of volume in the court system in the nation of Israel. Read this out.
The book of First Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
I used to listen to this song by T-Pain in the World saying, ain't tricking if you got it, huh? There be many it didn't say some. It didn't say a little. It say there be many that run out of their wits. They run out of their mind for these females, man. Read on.
And become servants for their sake.
They used to be gods. Now they servants, man. You get off Instagram, it'll help, kinfolk. I promise you it will. Mad because your wife don't look like the transgender, bro. I'm sorry. Maybe if you start loving on her, maybe she'll be beautiful to you again. Maybe if you start taking care of her, maybe she'll be beautiful to you again. Maybe you won't be lusting after other women. Maybe if you take care of your husband, if you take care of your wives, Bruce. But I know we still can't get off the transgender, man. You know what I'm saying? They got the perfect shape because they got the ribs taken out. They got the, you know what I'm saying? They got the butt shots. They got the nose job. They shaved down the cheek. And then they got the Adam's apple removed. They got the, you know what I'm saying, lace front. You know what I mean? Got the extra tight, what's the name on, with the Brazilian butt lift. That's what you want, right? Okay. You'll wake up one morning, stomach gonna be hurting, man. I'm telling you. Read on.
Many also have perished, have erred.
Many have also perished and have erred. Read.
And sinned.
And what?
And sinned.
And what?
And sinned.
And sin. Read.
For women.
For what?
For women.
Man, Bruce, I heard tricking, man. In the truth. Trigger. In the truth. In the truth. 1 Corinthians 7 and 2. 1 Corinthians 7 and 2. In the truth. In the truth. Doing it. In the truth. It might be, you know, it might be hard for a lot of people. But hey, you know, take it up with your God, bro. I ain't write none of this. Read this out.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7 and verse 2.
I wonder how many brews read this. Read on.
Nevertheless, to avoid fornication.
To avoid fornication and adultery. Read.
Let every man have his own wife.
Bro, just have your own wife, bro. I mean, you want to avoid it. You don't want to get caught in the snare and the trap. You don't want to, bro, just have your own wife, kinfolk. Just chill, bro. Chill. Chill, sister. Read.
And let every woman have her own husband.
You ain't got to have every brother out here that come in here. He got a Mercedes-Benz, sister. Cool out. Cool out. It's okay. It's okay. You got that 2018 S-Class 550 with no garage to park it in. With no backyard, no front yard. But he leasing that S-Class 550 for $1,200 a month with no garage, no front yard, and no backyard. Sister, chill. It's gonna be okay. Sister, chill. Read on.
Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
Due benevolence, due affection. Read.
And likewise also the wife unto the husband.
Just love each other. Just love each other. Just love each other, man. You ain't got that long to be on earth. What you think when we get back our first estate, we're gonna be alive for 1,000 years. So you can't love a woman for 120? How you gonna? Oh, but we all gonna make it to the kingdom, right? Bro, you got 1,000 years in the kingdom, man. So you can't love a woman for 120. What make you think you're gonna love for 1,000? Come on, Bruce. Come on, man. Ecclesiasticus chapter 37, verse 12. Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, the book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse 12. This spirit real heavy in Israel right now. The spirit is real heavy in Israel right now. It's real heavy. It's like all these fads and all these trends, all this going on in Israel right now. Read this out.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 37 and verse 12. But be continually with a godly man.
It's for you sisters, man. Read it again.
But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord.
Say, be with a godly man that you know that's keeping these laws. And I'm going to tell you something, man. If you sisters in here married and you got a husband in here telling you not to go to leadership, you better come as soon as he tell you not to go to. That's a wicked nigga, man. Don't want to get his household right, and he telling you to not tell nobody, and he telling you to not get correction. Shame on that nigga, man. Shame on him. That's garbage. That is garbage. It say be continually with a godly man. Read on.
Whose mind is according to thy mind.
And y'all gonna be on the same path. Whose mind is according to your mind. Read on.
And will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
Read on.
And let the counsel of thine own heart stand. But there is no man more faithful unto thee than it.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Believe it or not, man, I hate doing these kind of classes, bro. I hate it. I don't like doing this, bro. But when you got people doing the same thing, you ain't got no choice but to do it. You have no choice but to do it when the people still doing the same thing. Numbers chapter 5, verse 1. Numbers chapter 5, verse 1. Numbers chapter 5, verse 1. Read this out.
The book of Numbers, chapter 5 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, command the children of Israel that they put out the camp every leper.
If you a leper, man, that means somebody that's ceremonially unclean. He said, put them out. Everybody in the camp that's a leper, put them out. We done tried to work with a lot of Israelites. We done tried to work with a lot of people. But when you learn this, they'll spit in your face, bro. They will. So the Lord said, put them out, bro. Put them out. Let them go. They want to be niggas in that world, man. Let them have that world. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. The Lord said, put them out. Read on.
And every one that hath an issue, and whosoever is defiled by the dead, both male and female.
Not just the males.
Both male and female.
Just the females.
Both male and female.
Both male and female. Read.
Shall ye put out.
Shall you do what?
Shall ye put out.
Say, let them go. Let them get out. How many people y'all done seen come in here and go? Telling y'all it's going to be a BFF next. Read on.
Without the camp shall ye put them, that they defile not their camps. In the midst whereof I dwell.
Read on.
And the children of Israel did so, and put them out without the camp, as the Lord spake unto Moses. So did the children of Israel.
Deuteronomy 23:14. Deuteronomy 23:14. We're just trying to get people mind right for the future world of Israel. You know, this is too hard for a lot of people. They want that choir in here. Never would have made it. That's what they want. Read this out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 14. For the Lord thy God walketh in the midst of thy camp.
Man, the Lord is in here right now. Read.
To deliver thee, and to give up thine enemies before thee. Therefore shall thy camp be holy.
Should be separate, man. Read.
That he see no unclean thing in thee, and turn away from thee.
If you unclean, man, the Lord gonna turn away from us, man. Exodus 22:16. A lot of brews be unclean, bro. They go to the street corner, tell the white man he the devil. But they'll get mad at us because we reading God's words. You know what I'm saying? Like, how backwards is that? They'll get mad at us for reading God's word. That's just like you at your job, and then you broke one of the codes of conduct, and then you get fired from your job, and then you get mad at your boss from the job because he read from the code of conduct of why he fired you. When it's the agreement that you signed. Read this out.
The book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man, a lot of bruisers here, man, they still Slick Willie, man. Slick Willie. Y'all know who Slick Willie is on Friday. Y'all done seen it. They still Mr. Johnson, man. Papa was a Rolling Stone, wasn't he? Still to this day, still in the truth, bro. Not battling with their flesh. Not doing it. Leviticus 24:19. Leviticus 24:19. I only know one way on how to get a word. That's the, and it's just to give it to you in a way that you can feel it in your soul. Hopefully, one of these classes will be the class you be like, you know what? I'm just gonna repent today. But until then, it's gonna be correction and rebuke, man. Read this out.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 24 and verse 19. And if a man cause a blemish in his neighbor, as he have done, so shall it be done to him.
I'm trying to tell you, man, you make somebody fall out the truth, the Lord gonna take you out the truth. You make somebody commit adultery, the Most High God gonna put you to death. Same thing that you doing to somebody, bro, the Most High gonna do it to you. Read.
Breach for breach.
He said breach for breach, read.
Eye for eye.
Eye for eye, read.
Tooth for tooth.
Tooth for tooth, read.
As he hath caused a blemish in a man, so shall it be done to him again.
It says, so shall it be done to him again. That's called justice. That's called righteousness. That's what it is, man. Look at Ecclesiastes chapter 13, verse 1. Sirach 13, verse 1. I know it's too hard for some people, man. You know, they get mad at the people that's trying to save their life. You know, it's the same thing out in that world. You know, you have a crackhead out there, you know, one of their brothers come out there like, hey, man, stop smoking that crack, bro, because it's going to kill you. And then they'll get mad for the person to tell them to stop smoking crack. We're going to get right one day. Read this out.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13 and verse 1. He that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith, and he that hath fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him.
It's monkey see, monkey do. Birds from a feather flock together. The apple don't fall far from the tree. You hanging with somebody that's proud, you hanging with somebody that's a sinner, you hanging with somebody, you're going to be susceptible to do the same thing. Can't you tell Israel? Sirach 14 and 2. Ecclesiasticus chapter 14. Man, read verse 7. 14 verse 7.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 14 and verse 7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwittingly. And at the last he will declare his wickedness.
Read on.
The envious man hath a wicked eye.
Ooh, an envious man got a wicked eye. You'll have somebody that'll break your back for you. They'll spend all type of money on you. They'll make sure that your family eating. They'll make sure that you have somewhere to stay. And an envious man still gonna have a wicked eye. I can't believe it. Read on.
He turneth away his face and despiseth men.
Read on.
A covetous man's eyes is not satisfied with his portion.
Got a daughter of Sarah. He rather choose the $2 genie from the block down there, or Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or something. Covetous man will never be satisfied with his portion. The Lord then gave him a 3-bedroom house with a backyard and a front yard and a garage. He want the 12-bedroom house, man. The Lord then gave him a nice working truck. He done paid for it in cash. He still want that $75,000 new truck, man. A covetous man will never be satisfied. Same thing with your sisters. Will never be satisfied. Read on.
And the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul.
With the iniquity of a sinner, it's going to make him die. It's going to make him die. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and verse 7. We're supposed to be feeding the sheep, man. But the sheep want to be the goats. Sheep want to act like cows. Sheep don't want to be the sheep. So when the herdsmen come out there with that whip, sheep want to run. Come on, Israel. Read this out.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Man, you got to prove these niggas out here, man. You got to prove them. Just because you wear the same Michael Jordans, just because you got the same snapback on, don't mean he your partner, man. Just because you got the same dresses and you drive the same car does not mean that's your sister. That's what be going on in Israel. It's not enough proving people, man. How you gonna date somebody for 6 weeks and you're married? Come on, bro. Come on, man. But then when the sister started acting like how old girl was doing at Don't Be a Menace in South Central, when they was in that UPS truck, y'all know what I'm talking about. She turned into a demon or what's her name, didn't she? Face turned, you know what I'm saying? Face turned green, man. When she started doing the exorcist, head turning backwards, man. Because you did you a 2-month diligent inquisition. Wow. 2 months. Ain't everything good for the first 2 months, right? You're going to go to the movies. You're going to go, man, play. Nah, don't worry. Nah, I don't want that, man. I don't want it. But the first 2 months, right, everything good. You're going to go to the movies. You're going to go to tech. You're going to be texting all night. You're going to fall asleep on the phone. You're going to go out. You're going to be texting your girl. Ooh, I done found me one. Ooh, yeah. You're going to find that nigga been lying about his job the whole time, man. He at home with his T-Jones, man. Say, I done found me the one, man. I done found me the one. Head turned backwards one time. You better start proving these people, man. Read on.
And be not hasty to credit
Don't
them.
be quick to credit people. It's going to explain itself. Read on.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
Some man or some women, they're going to be friends for their own occasion, man. I was in the world, right? You know, I thought I was a little something, you know what I'm saying? Had a little status or whatever, right? I used to get into any club, any bar for free. I used to be able to pop bottles, sparklers for free. I didn't used to pay a dime, man. For nothing. Just off of who my name was, because I played a little foosball. And I had so many friends, man, they were just hanging around me because they wanted to be in the club, in the section, man, for a picture on Instagram, man. Don't play foosball no more. Where they at? You gonna have friends for their own occasion. Read.
And will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
But when you lose it all, this phone number has been disconnected. Please try again. Read on.
And there is a friend who, being turned to enmity, and strife, will discover thy reproach.
Ooh, you gonna have a friend, man, that was cool with you on all that, son, man. As soon as you do something wrong, they waiting on that moment that they remember what you told them 6 years ago. They gonna tell it on you, enmity and strife, because they low-key hating on you, sneak dissing. Read on.
Again, some friend is a companion at the table. It will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
They ain't gonna be there in the day of the affliction, man. Bishop said all the time, you want to get a true evaluation of somebody, just give them 12 months. You're gonna see every emotion, every feeling, every way, every misnomer, everything. Give them 12 months. We gotta start proving people, Israel. All Israel ain't Israel when you read Romans 9. But do we read our Bibles? No. Read on.
But in thy prosperity,
When you got that cash, read.
he will be as thyself.
Woo! You say we in that Sunday fun day, huh? You say you got the plug to get in free? I bet I'm there. You say we're gonna hit that hookah bar. You say you know the owner of the hookah bar. You say the security guard at the front. He know you by name. He gonna let you in. All right, cool. This is my phone number. Hit me up. Or you got the plug on that Kush kinfolk? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Let me get your phone number, bro. Come on, man. Read on.
And will be bold over thy servants. If thou be brought low,
But when you get brought low, read.
he will be against thee.
You say what?
He will be against
He
thee.
talking down now?
He will be against thee.
You want to fight now?
He will be against thee.
Man, these scriptures cut, man. It's real talk too. I'm pretty sure everybody in this room has been in a situation like this. Read on.
And will hide himself from thy face.
Read.
Separate thyself.
What the Lord say?
Separate thyself.
What the Lord say?
Separate thyself.
Read.
From thine enemies.
You got enemies in here in your own peoples, man. The Lord say separate yourself from them, man. And be holy. Bruce hear that from me all the time. So the same thing. I said, Ox, you need to separate yourself, man. You need to separate yourself, Bruce. Separate yourself. Separate yourself. I mean, I ain't lying, man. You can ask him. I say it all the time, Bruce. I need to separate yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing the same thing you was doing 6 months, Ox. You gotta separate yourself. You're still doing the same thing you was doing 6 months, bro. You're not growing. You this close to being destroyed. This brother over here, he's still having problems. He's been having the same problems for 2 years, brother. And you still hanging around him. You need to start separating yourself, brother, or what? All them plagues that he got is gonna hop right on you. Separate yourself from your enemies, man. Read on.
And take heed of thy friends.
Say, take heed to these people. Take heed to them. Take heed, Israel. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 29. Got a couple more precepts, man, and we almost out. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 29. This what's finna start happening here in Onebody, man. It's about to start happening. This one precept keep me in order. Read this out.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1 and verse 29. Be not an hypocrite in the sight of men.
If you're a spiritual man, you can see when somebody's stunning from a mile away. Read.
And take good heed what thou speakest.
Take good heed what you say. Read.
Exalt not thyself, lest I fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so God discovered thy secrets, and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation.
And do what?
And cast thee down in the midst of the congregation.
Amen. Please take heed of what I'm telling y'all. And when it happened to you, don't be getting mad. Read on.
Because thou camest not in the truth to the fear of the Lord.
Came not to fear the Lord. Read.
But thy heart
with thy mind, read.
Is full of deceit.
Full of lies, man. Full of lies. You know who lie? Niggas. Matthew 18:15. It's something that Israel don't even do. Came out of Christ's own mouth. Israel don't do this. If we can just all get along and keep the commandments. I be praying for my people, man. I'm just like, Lord, I don't know what you got to do. Just make them love each other, please. Just make them keep the commandments, please. Read this out.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
If you got a problem with somebody, sisters, you got a problem with somebody, Ox, just go to them. Let them know, hey, probably said something to me wrong. You probably stepped on my Michael Jordans. You know, my fringes was hanging on the floor, man. You just gonna step on my fringes or something. You know, I'm just being funny. But you get what I'm saying. You got a problem with somebody, just go up there and tell them. You never know. I tell people all the time. They not frustrated at you. They got things going on at the house. They probably got fired from their job, man. And they holding it in. And when you talking to them, yeah, they might have, you know what I'm saying, said something a little rude to you. But if you go and you talk to them, you'll find out that'll be the reason why. And you will know they wasn't even talking to you. But we don't want to do that. Read.
If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
I'm telling you, man, I got a brother in here. I ain't gonna say his name. He know who he is. Brother applied Matthew 18:15. Twice. To me. Matthew 18:15. Both times it was just a misunderstanding. Both times. It was just, I was just going one way and the brother didn't really understand where I was going, and the brother came to me twice. And it was just, worked it out. I mean, like that. Probably both times it was a 5-10 minute conversation. But what does Leviticus 19 and 18 say? Thou shalt not hold a grudge against your people. See, to help you not hold a grudge against your people, if you apply Matthew 18:15. Let's come to it. He was like, hey, bro, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, nah, bro, the reason why I did this was because of this. Come, bro, shalom, we out. Somebody will say something to it and you'll hold it for 2 years. Oh man, the children of Israel. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Read on.
But if he will not hear thee,
But if he don't want to hear, you know, sometimes it be like that. Read.
then take with thee 1 or 2 more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established.
Then you take it to leadership. And a lot of times in leadership, what you will know is people, they will change. They will flip the script. They'll be hard by themselves. And then when they get with them elders, they'll shrink up real fast. They'll turn real puny when they get around the elders. They know somebody know that Bible, they'll shrink. So it's good to bring people to leadership. You know, that's what I've come to find out. You know. But read on.
And if he shall neglect to hear them,
See, this is something we ain't really been doing because, you know, we just, you know, trying to do things and protect the people. But we starting to see that the people don't care about being protected. Read on.
tell it unto the church.
Do what?
Tell it unto the church.
Do what?
Tell it unto the church.
Hey, man, that's about to start happening. Telling you. Whole congregation gonna know. Everybody gonna know. But when everybody know, they gonna say, you know, we out of order, or we sinning. But this is in the Bible. This is what you're supposed to. This I think this reading the red letters, right? So I think the red letter is supposed to be Yahweh Shai talking, right? The King of Kings and Lord of Lords. This is what he say do. So when we do it, don't get mad. When we do it, don't get upset. Don't get upset. Get mad at your king, man. Get mad at him. Read on.
But if he neglect to hear the church,
But then when you tell everybody in the church and she still don't want to get right, read.
let him be unto thee as an heathen
Saying,
man.
man, tell him, man, you might as well be an Edomite kinfolk going over there to Southern Mount Zion, Ebenezer, St. Mount Baptist Church over there on Glendale, man. Go over there in the back in that Christianity kinfolk. We ain't got time for it. Bye. Let him be as a heathen man. Read.
And let him be unto thee as an heathen man and in public.
A publican is a tax collector. Proverbs 6 and 16, 2 more precepts and we out. If y'all got the class, you see I just skipped about 15 precepts, man. Spirit was just going crazy on this. Because we got to get right. We got to get right, man. I'm tired of going to work every day for my enemy, bro. I don't get no time at home to spend at home with my wife, bro. What, you both get home at 6, you got to be at bed at 10? Y'all ain't tired of that? Read this out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate.
Do the Lord what?
Doth the Lord hate.
Yeah, God hate. Read.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look.
A what?
A proud look.
A proud. Pride is the beginning of sin. You read that in Ecclesiasticus. What's that, 10 and 12? Or 12 and 10? Don't get it. I just want to make sure that I'm saying it right. Ecclesiasticus 10 and 12. Yeah, that's right. Read on.
A proud look. A lying tongue.
A lying tongue. Read.
And hands that shed innocent blood.
You take somebody out this truth, man, that's shedding innocent blood. Read on.
And heart that deviseth wicked imaginations.
Wicked images, wicked imaginations, got a wicked mind. Lord, hate that. Read.
Feet that be swift and running to mischief.
Swift running to that drama, man. What bishops say all the time? Israel love what? Drama. It ain't what he say, it's what your God say. Read on.
A false witness that speaketh lies.
And they'll come up to you, man, and be a witness, and they'll lie. Read.
And he that soweth discord among brethren.
You know, talking down about leadership, you know, talking down about the brother, you know, talking down amongst the sister, you know, talking down amongst the people around you. That sort of discourse among the brethren and among the sisters. Isaiah 5 and 20, and we out of here, man. I'm just here to get a warning. I wasn't even supposed to be doing this class, man. I was trying to feed Israel with meat. Give him a little bit deeper understanding on some stuff and bring out some stuff that read this out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that puts bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes, and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink, which justify the wicked for reward.
Which do what?
Which justify the wicked for reward.
A lot of Israel be justifying wickedness, man. They'll justify it. You know, what law am I breaking, right? You know, what sin am I doing, right? But then when you show them the scripture, they'll say, oh, that's what you believe. Read on.
And take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. Therefore, as the fire devoureth the stubble, and the flame consume the chaff, so shall their root shall be as rottenness, and their blossom shall go up as dust, because they have cast away the law of the Lord of hosts.
They did what?
They have cast away the law of the Lord of hosts.
It's all about this law, man. I brought precepts coming out that Torah today. Anybody got a mischief about all of that, go back to it and reread it again. Read.
And despise the word of the Holy One of Israel.
We despising his word. We got to come back to him, man. Shalom.